Right now on Vegas Revealed, the historic Tropicana is set to close its doors. We revisit iconic moments and share our own memories of the vintage Vegas resort.
Comedian Michael Yo has a new show on the Strip. We chat with him about why he decided to make Las Vegas home.
People wait all year to come here, and this is their vacation, and we live in their vacation.
Plus, the woman in charge of the prestigious Forbes ratings sits down with Vegas Revealed on the Strip.
Luxury and the luxury segment, just like we saw back in '08, is leading the charge, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down.
Then, how students across the Vegas Valley will have a chance to display their artwork on the outside of the sphere.
All that and more right now on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome, everyone, to Vegas Revealed. I'm Dana Roselli, along with Sean McAllister, and today we start off the show talking about the Tropicana Las Vegas. Only a couple more days until the hotel closes for good.
Yeah, April 2nd is when those doors are being locked, and we say farewell to nearly 7 decades of Las Vegas history with the closing of the Tropicana, making way supposedly for a Major League Baseball stadium.
Yeah, supposedly. But, right now, everyone's embracing the history of the Tropicana. I know you and I went and got our dollar chips so that we could commemorate the moment and hold on to a piece of history. But, the doors opened in 1957. I mean, it was the setting for Elvis's famous movie, Viva Las Vegas, and so many other films since. This was a place where celebrities were seen like Frank and Sammy and Dean and, one of the most iconic shows, Follies, Frasier.
Yeah, that show ran for nearly 50 years over at the Tropicana. As a matter of fact, they did about 29,000 performances, making Follies the longest running Las Vegas show. Mm-hmm. At the time that the Tropicana opened, it was built for $15 million, which made it the most expensive resort ever opened on the Las Vegas Strip. And because of all the opulent appointments that were inside, it earned the nickname the Tiffany of the Strip.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, nowadays, 15 million, get you a medium-sized house in Los Angeles.
No kidding.
So times have changed. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I used to go and watch a lot of live music in the lounge there right next to the theater. And I loved it. Sky D. Miles used to perform over there. And it was just a great time. And that theater, has gone through a lot of changes as far as, shows coming and going. The one main theater is what I'm talking about. And I know you did a lot of hosting of fundraisers there?
Yeah, for Golden Rainbow, annually there's the Ribbon of Life variety show. I've been fortunate enough to host that for several years, and that's been staged inside the Tropicana Theater many times. So it's been cool to be backstage and really see the history. There's a sign above the wardrobe room backstage that says the Feather Room, where all the headdresses were kept.
We've gone backstage to visit with Frank Marino when he was in Legends as well, and got to see some of the dressing rooms and stuff. And it is really cool back there. I know when I went to watch you host this year's fundraiser, I made sure to get some video of that theater because I was like, this is the last time I'll probably be in here.
Yeah, so just keep in mind, April 2nd, doors are closing over at the Tropicana. This is your last chance to get inside, get a memento, maybe a casino chip, a deck of cards, so that you can keep the memory of the Tropicana alive.
Well, as you mentioned, the Tropicana was luxurious when it opened, right? It was known for luxury. And now we have this system called Forbes, the Forbes rating system, that rates all the luxury properties and some of the amenities really across the world.
Yeah, Amanda Frasier is the woman at Forbes Travel Guide who's in charge of all of the ratings, who decides which properties get which star rating. And we spoke with her recently during a Vegas visit about how luxury has changed over the years.
I think the word luxury can be very misunderstood because what it once was is not what it is now, and what people want out of their trips and what they want out of their experience has evolved and changed. And I think we saw the biggest evolution during and just after the pandemic. So now there's a bigger focus on your health and your well-being. To be well is a luxury, and to have a frictionless trip that is reducing your stress, not adding to your stress, is a luxury. So our standards that we write to evaluate the hotels for their star ratings reflect all of these changes as well. So maybe once upon a time having a color television in your room was a luxury, maybe back in the 60s even just having a television, but now we consider it access to high quality water, fresh air and outdoor space. So the standards evolve with people's tastes and the way luxury is changing.
And I know that the term wellness tourism is something that's popped up over the last couple years. How popular do you see that being here in Las Vegas and in other popular destinations?
You know, wellness tourism, it's more than a trend, it's a culture shift. So, you know, in Las Vegas and many other destinations, we're seeing hotels really lean in to pushing well-being and the wellness of their guests beyond just the spas.
And I think when people talk Vegas, right, we think going out all night, you know, what happens here stays here, things like that. And wellness might not be top of mind, but we do have some really good choices here.
You do, and you have traditional well-being and wellness, but also being well is your mental wellness as well. And if going out and being social and going to a club till 2, 3 a.m. or later is what makes you happy, then that's well-being as well. And it's really just about doing it in an environment where it's done well, it's done with great service, and everything's consistent. And that's what we look for.
So this is our permission slip to consider going out a wellness activity.
100%. It's all about balance, and we believe choice is a luxury as well.
Well, if going out is considered a wellness activity now, count me in on this trend. I love it.
To each their own, right?
Yeah.
And we sat down with Amanda at Resorts World. They were in town for their summit, and she said that, you know, everyone was really enjoying themselves. So like you said, to each their own. Some were going to shows, some were going out, some were enjoying the spas. And so it really is whatever you want it to be. But we did also talk to her about what makes Las Vegas like a luxury destination when it comes to ratings. What are some of the pros?
Also, we found out about a new travel trend that we could see hitting the Strip.
There's so many great shows in town, great restaurants, but I think the proximity of everything being so close together is what is wonderful about this destination, because you can choose to maybe make your base, I don't know, maybe the Wynn, for example, but you can still go out and enjoy the fine dining that you might find at Guy Savoy, for example, over at Caesars. So I think the flexibility that Vegas offers its travelers in terms of their trip planning is one of the unique things about the destination. I will say that one of the newest trends that we're starting to see emerge is the need for frictionless travel and more all-inclusive options. So whereas maybe we once thought that all-inclusive was a hotel in Mexico or the Caribbean, now we're seeing ultra-luxury brands concepting inclusive experiences, very similar to how you might go on a luxury cruise or a luxury yacht. And that's not just because they want to serve you, you know, the least expensive alcohol just to make you think you're getting value, but really what that's speaking to in the luxury space is guests don't want to have to think. And we often have a phrase that we use at Forbes Travel Guide, that the luxury stops when the guest has to think. And for us, seeing that trend and that push and demand for all-inclusive is really speaking directly into that.
Overall, there are nearly 50 star-rated hotels, spas, and restaurants here in Las Vegas, and you can check out ForbesTravelGuide.com to see the complete list. Now, we talked about all of the things that we have going for us,
right?
But we did ask her what's something that we could improve on?
And I was surprised by her answer. She actually said it's the Las Vegas airport where she could see the most improvements taking place. And basically what she was saying is that the luxury experience needs to start at the airport.
Yeah.
And then you need to be able to have that luxury experience every step of the way throughout your Vegas visit. So I thought that was a really interesting take, something I never really thought about because I guess I'm not necessarily the super high-end luxury traveler, but it makes sense.
Yeah, she said if you're going to have, if you're going to go do world-class things, like go to world-class restaurants and shows, where you land needs to be world-class too. Now, she just said, it's time to start making some improvements, make more room. So we did reach out to the airport and we thought, are there plans to expand? Are there upgrades planned? And we did talk to them about that, and they said yes. And they say they do plan to expand by adding another one to the south of Las Vegas, a second commercial airport in the Ivanpah Valley. That expands outside of the current footprint, and they also have plans to maximize what they have now. So it's in the works. Hey, speaking of luxury, I went to a restaurant at the Fontaine the other day. It's called La Fontaine, and it's known for its brunch and breakfast.
Ooh.
But I went for dinner because they just started dinner service at La Fontaine, and let me tell you, it was delicious. You know, it's Women's History Month, and this restaurant is female-inspired, also has a female chef. Letitia Rouaba is from Paris. And she is the main chef over there, and she has trained under Michelin star chefs. It's actually really, really excellent. I had this prosciutto wrapped Dover sole. Ooh. It was unreal. The desserts were great. Everything was so good there. I highly recommend it, and it's inside the Fontainebleau on the second floor.
Sphere has become one of the most recognizable Las Vegas landmarks, even though it's less than a year old. Now Las Vegas students can design what's displayed on the outside. We get the details next on Vegas Revealed.
If you've experienced a slip and fall, were injured in a place of business or on a construction site, call Level Up Law. Do you have a wrongful death case or been in a motor vehicle accident, even harmed in a rideshare? Our team specializes in personal injury cases. Call Level Up Law now at 855-LEVEL-UP. Elevate your case with Level Up Law. We've got your back. Call 855-LEVEL-UP. Your journey to justice starts here. Level Up Law. Justice at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. You know, anytime there's an image displayed on the outside of the Sphere, it pretty much instantly goes viral.
I know, and in the TV world, we'd usually have to say, you're looking at an image of the Sphere, but we don't need to because everyone automatically knows what it is from around the world. And now students from our area are going to have a chance to have their own original artwork displayed on the exosphere.
This is an art contest. It's a collaboration between Sphere, Clark County, and UNLV. 100,000 students here in Southern Nevada will have the chance to submit their artwork. 8 winners will be chosen, and that art will be displayed on the exosphere.
I know, this is really cool. The public will have a chance to vote, and that will happen closer to May, and you'll be able to do that at thesphere.com. And so we'll, of course, provide details for that as it gets closer, but pretty exciting. And that artwork will be displayed on the outside of the Sphere on July 4th, which is the day that was like 1 year from when the exosphere lit up for the first time.
Yeah, a good anniversary celebration with Clark County students involved. It's really a unique opportunity, and we look forward to voting and seeing all those winning submissions up there on July 4th. Something else that we wanted to let you know about is plans for a major movie studio to be built in Summerlin.
Yeah, you're looking at some of the renderings there. There's like 10 stages. Apparently, it could bring in like 10,000 jobs. It is a collaboration between the Howard Hughes Corporation and Sony. It's also backed by actor Mark Wahlberg, who has lived here and moved here a while ago now. And he's always said, I want to bring movie production to the Valley. And now it looks like at least we have one step for that to move forward.
Yeah, the County Zoning Commission approved some variances to allow the project to start taking some steps forward. So, hey, we welcome production like that here in Southern Nevada.
Still to come, actor, comedian, and host Michael Yo now calls Las Vegas home. We ran into him for an impromptu chat. That's up next on Vegas Revealed.
When storms wreak havoc on your property, don't face the aftermath alone. Level Up Law is your ally in natural disaster recovery. Whether it's property damage, wind resulting in downed trees, wildfires, or water damage, our experienced team will help you. Call 855-LEVEL-UP for a free consultation. Call Level Up Law now, 855-LEVEL-UP, and take the first step toward rebuilding your life. Level Up Law, justice at your fingertips. Call today.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Michael Yo is the host of the Yo Show podcast. He's always interviewing fellow entertainers and influencers. He's also a comedian who came up under the wings of Chelsea Handler and Joe Coy. Not bad.
No. And now he does stand up all around the country. He has a new show here in Las Vegas at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. We ran into him over there and we were chatting about how he moved here 3 years ago and how he loves it. We thought, you know what, Michael, we need to interview you because we get excited when people love Las Vegas just as much as we do.
Love it.
And so we talked to Michael about that and also about his new show at the Comedy Club.
It's crazy. Like, I would die for my son. I would kill for my daughter. But here's what's crazy. I wouldn't kill for my wife. Because that's not my job. That's her father's job.
I finally have a home, I finally have a residency, and I only have to work one night. That is beautiful when you have a family. My kids were like, who are you? Because I was working every night, and my kids are like, why don't you stay home? And that really hit me. I was like, oh, I need to stay home. Yeah. So I got this gig, and this club has been great. Jimmy Kimmel's has been great. It's just an honor to be here. I love Vegas. I mean, I moved here 3 years ago. It's a game changer. Best place I've ever lived in my life.
Well, that was what I was going to ask you because we love talking to people that moved here. And it always seems like it's really like a big life-changing moment for them. True for you?
It is because I've never lived in a place with so much community. And I know that may sound weird or like I'm pitching it, but no, there's this feeling of community. Wherever you go, you really feel that people care. I've lived in LA where everybody's trying to go after their goals, so there's no community. Really, you know what I mean? I've lived in Miami, throwing down to 4 a.m. That was that community. It was a party community. That's what we had. But as far as a family with me and my kids and wife, my wife went to UNLV. Her family lives here, so we have free babysitters. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's why we're here, for the free babysitters. Let's be honest.
I was going to say, let's be honest, right?
Let's be honest. If they weren't here, we wouldn't be. No. But we love it here.
What about the comedy community here as far as, how does it differ from LA? I mean...
Well, it differs in when bigger comics, my friends, come to town, they're performing in front of thousands of people. So you see them on a different level.
There are bigger comics than you?
There are, believe it or not. The guy that started me is pretty big. His name is Joe Coy. He gave me my first start from Vegas, Joe Coy. But no, it's great to see them in the element with a big crowd. And then for comics that live here, we do well on the road, but here we kind of work out. This is our gym. The only way to get better is trying out stuff. So this is my gym. Every week on Wednesday at 7:30, I'm here. So trying out new stuff.
Well, I was going to say, what is the ultimate goal? Just keep growing, touring? What do you want to, what's your end all?
My end all is to watch my kids grow up.
Yes.
My level of success I've hit is when I can say no to things I would have said yes because I needed the opportunity. So, I mean, you guys with this show, you control what you do, and that's where you want to be. You want to own everything, and you want to be able to say no because you don't need it, and say yes to the things you only want to do. And that, forget about money, that is true success.
So true.
Preach, Michael.
Preach.
Right.
One last thing. If we come see you, for people that are watching, maybe visitors, locals, if they don't know what type of comedy they're going to get when they come see you, what can we get?
It's called Hot Mess Comedy because it's a mess. You never know what you're going to get. It's a lot of fun. We kicked it off a couple weeks ago, and it's been incredible.
You can learn all about Michael at michaelyo.com, and his show is Wednesdays at 7:30 at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club over there at the Link Promenade. His name is so catchy.
It is. And I love having him as a Las Vegas resident now.
Yeah.
And we just bump into Michael.
I know.
When we're out and about.
Good guy.
As we say farewell to the Tropicana, another establishment that actually opened right about the same time is having some new life breathed into it, talking about the Golden Steer Steakhouse there on Sahara. And it's literally getting lit.
Yeah, it is. I drive by this all the time, so I was happy to see the changes over there. The Golden Steer has been around for such a long time, since 1958. It's known for the famous celebrities who have dined there at the Golden Steer, including Frank Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe, among many others. I sat in the Elvis booth the one time I went. Apparently, that's where Elvis used to sit. And so it does have so much history. I'm so glad it's still open, and I'm glad that they've kind of refurbished and updated the signs.
Yeah, they put new signs out in front of the restaurant. They have new flickering cocktails that are up there. The Yesco Sign Company put new signs up that reflected the vintage vibe. And the sign is kind of a reflection of what you get when you step inside the steakhouse, too.
Yeah.
It's very, very much like an old steakhouse with the dinner service captains and the carts that roll around. And it's a great vibe in there.
It is. And we love when the old signs kind of stay, but they're anew, you know? And so when you drive by, take a look at the Golden Steer. I drive by that all the time. It's right there on Sahara, just to the west of Las Vegas Boulevard.
And Golden Steer, by the way, has also expanded their dining room too. So it's worth a stop over there.
Yeah. Coming up, with big stage spectacles seemingly a thing of the past in Las Vegas, a new production turns back the hands of time, but with a modern twist.
Stay with us. That's next.
The Vegas Revealed podcast is now on TV. Join Dana Rosselli and Sean McAllister on Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Welcome back. Stephen Sondheim's hit Broadway show Follies is coming here to Las Vegas for a special limited run, and this is being put on by Metropolis Theatricals Las Vegas.
I mean, this is going to be huge. A cast of 45 people, including 12 of Las Vegas's original Showgirls. Isn't that cool?
It is, and you don't see a cast of this size generally when new shows open these days.
And a lot of notable people in this show. We're just going to mention a few because the list is very long, pages, in fact. But Clint Holmes is in it. Kelly Clinton Holmes is also in it. Steph Payne, Sky D. Miles, Michelle Marshall. I mean, the list goes on.
The storyline of Follies, basically, the original was set back in the 70s as a group of actors reunite for a party on stage at a theater that's about to be demolished the next day. So there's a bunch of reminiscing that takes place, of course, song and dance, some cocktails. Some people embellish what's gone on in their lives since everybody has last gotten together.
When even looking at the list of people in the show, I'm like, I can totally picture this. They're going to do great. I love it. Listen, they are doing a limited engagement, so putting those dates up on the screen for you if you're interested in going. I love that they're doing this at the Access showroom at Aliante Casino as well. But the 6 performances are April 11th through the 14th. You can get tickets now. Apparently, they're going fast. The April 11th show is going to be black tie and conclude with a champagne toast if you want to get in on that special occasion. Hey, and just a quick note before we wrap up. If you're liking the show, if there are things you want us to cover, please email us at ideas@vegas-revealed.com. That comes to both Sean and I. If you want to just drop us a line, pick our brain, anything, we look forward to hearing from you.
Because if there's one thing that we love, it's researching anything Vegas.
Right.
So if we don't know the answer to something off the top of our heads, we'll find it out for you, and you'll see it here on Vegas Revealed.
That's right. Hey, if you want to look back at some of our other TV episodes, we do put them on our Vegas Revealed YouTube. You can find them all there.
Also, be sure to listen to the Vegas Revealed audio podcast, available wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also scan that code that's on your screen right now.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great week, and we'll see you back here next weekend on Fox 5.